just trying to get it right. So tired of being lonely. How can I feel so wanted and free? Is that all that I have in me? Mr. Moon, shine your light down on me. Yes, Mr. Moon, shine your light down on me. It's the darkness of the night, and it sees all our fears. Live each one through time, they never disappear. While we sleep and run in our dreams, and the light that keeps calling me. Mr. Moon, shine your light down on me. Yes, Mr. Moon, shine your light down on me. While we sleep and run in our dreams, and the light that keeps calling me. Mr. Moon, shine your light down on me. Yes, Mr. Moon, shine your light down on me.
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And we're still alive after James's birthday celebration at Stand Up Honolulu last night.
Woo.
Great show, by the way, my brother.
Oh, thank you. Great set by you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was the opening act. You know, it's funny, too, when I get up there and, you know, that's where I try out new stuff, you know, and I had to remind myself, no, try to connect them, like, you know.
Yeah.
But you had a lot of new stuff. You were goofing around, too, right?
I was trying new stuff and seeing how it would go. And like you said, you just have to say it first,
Yeah.
and then the process starts after. So like now I'm.
Yeah.
So yours, you as you're up there, you're trying to connect it. Me, I connect later.
Well, you know, it's funny. You know, I always tell people, how's your Braille staple? Mahalo for being here. I think that's somebody new right there.
Nice.
And then, you know, I always tell people, you know, you can't try stand up, you know, by yourself in front of your bathroom mirror.
Yeah.
You got to come to clubs and annoy people.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why when I get those interviews that you know, a lot of comics don't like to do, I get a lot of those questions. So do you practice at home? No, I never practice at home.
You know, the question that always gets me is, are you funny all the time?
That's when I give them that deadpan face. I go, am I funny right now? Am I being funny right now?
Am I being funny right now? Miles says, this is a tune I would die to cover and sing harmony with Lono. Oh, that would be good. That would be good. Hey, Kentiki, I went to the post office box today and got your package. Mahalo nui loa. And for all the little things, I'll show them in a little bit, but I got it. And Kentiki sent me a check, you know, which I never get, and a handwritten letter.
Wow.
When's the last time you got one of these?
And that's in cursive.
Yeah, in cursive and on that paper that makes a cool noise when you rip it out of the thing. you know. Yeah, well, we're going to be talking about that, and I'll show you what he sent. But also, one of the things he did was he sent enough money to do $5 a month for a year as a membership on the YouTube channel, right? But I don't know how to gift you, Ken. The $60, and I'm going, it's $5 a month times 12. I don't know, right? And also he goes, and here's a little extra. Take James out for lunch. I'm sure that was for your birthday, but he goes, because he's looking a little thin lately.
Wow.
I thought that was funny.
What happened to me?
I
used to be
know.
so big.
Yeah, I
But
know.
also, who was there last night?
Oh, yes.
Pocoliti,
Where was she?
There.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
Pocoliti. Pocoliti was there last night.
Yes.
In fact, check this out. I think this is. I want to get the right one. Beep. Da, 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 da. There she is. Look at that. Which one's Pocoliti? You or the one on the left?
The young lady in the middle.
Okay, there you go.
The one with the matching shirt. It was the Hamajang Gang shirt.
She was wearing the Hamajang Gang shirt. Now, I don't know if you noticed this. It might be too small for anybody watching on their phone. Look in the mirror. You see me in the over your shoulder. I wish I would have noticed that. I would have moved over a little bit and photo bombed my own photo. But that was a fun night. And, you know, thanks to Pepper Lamb and Stand Up Honolulu for having two giant trays of cupcakes
Yeah, I was
for
surprised.
everybody in the audience. Yeah. And they were pretty good too. Oh, look at it. How's it, brother? They forgot the R, you brother. That's all right. Mahalo. And by the way, this is a spelling-free zone, Braille, okay? Ooh, and Michael, there's our writer friend. I just got home, fam, and heard it was a great show. Yeah, he did great. Charles K. Hey, happy Aloha Friday. Let's see what we got. Ooh, and then there's GB saying how's it to Mad Statter. And Rick S. Happy National Beer Day.
Hey.
Rick likes his beer, at least when he sends pictures from the cabin that he and Darlene have. He's always in the refrigerator with a beer. And it's, I think, Old Milwaukee.
Old Milwaukee.
I think that was the beer. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rick. Ooh, there we go.
Well, it would be like a Homer kind of thing because aren't they from Wisconsin? So maybe that's why they drink Old Milwaukee.
Don't ask me. Hey, front row hottie. How you, Felicia? Aloha no. Thanks for being here. Ooh, yay. What, for National Beer Day? Johnny Rocks Hollywood. Congratulations on your show last night. There we go. Yeah. Ha! I see you, Andy. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Okay.
One thing cool last night, I don't know if you saw, like before the show started, I jumped up and went and hugged another giant Polynesian person.
Yeah, I did. He went to school with you.
Yeah.
But
last time we got to see each other, we were both sophomores in high school.
Oh.
And this was like either 89 or 90.
Yeah.
And the funny story is he and I both played football. So he was the right guard, I was the left guard. Two big Polynesian. He's Tongan. And we were going to a playoff game against Kahuku.
Yeah.
He decides to sleep over my house because he lives in Laie. So he sleeps over my house. In the morning, both my parents are gone by the time we get ready for school. And he's like, hey, let's just hang out and play video games. I was like, we got to get going. He's like, no, let's play video games. So we're playing video games. We end up missing like 2 periods.
What?
Yeah. The phone rings and it's my coach or our coach.
Oh.
He's like,
And
what
you're
are
the
you
left and right guard?
Yeah. And we're sophomores, so it's JV, so we're the starters.
Okay.
But he was like, what are you guys doing home? And, you know, his auntie who he was living with was searching for him and couldn't find him because he didn't come home last night.
Oh, no.
So the coach made a big call before the game, said, we're not playing because we missed half of school. We basically cut school. And then said, you guys aren't playing. And this is the playoff game against Kahuku.
Oh, bruh.
All freshmen O-line.
Was it worth League of Warcraft?
It was all offensive line. It was all freshmen. We ended up still winning.
Yeah.
But a lesson was learned. I was making sure I'm at class and at school, you know, making sure I'm there.
Something about being early or on time.
Yeah. And then that's the big lesson I got from that. And so it was good to see him because it was a lesson that we both learned the hard way.
Well, you know, that's high school though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Sophomore. So you're all right. Go follow Johnny Rocks Hollywood. But you know, his mother must have been scared to death. He didn't come home last night.
Yeah.
But he never called.
Well, this is 1989, 90, no cell phone.
Well, I mean, yeah. But
So that's why it's even more scary because, you know, he's like, wow, I have no contact with this person. And yeah, it was Coach. No, it wasn't Coach Say. One of the persons in the Hemajan gang was asking.
oh, is that what she was saying? Because I said
Dave Espina.
you're here.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was Coach. Say James. That's what I thought it was.
So the head coach for the varsity is Coach Say.
Yeah.
It was actually Coach Fujioka, who's he's so funny because he's like 5'3", small Japanese man.
yeah.
But he came up to my face, or came up into me, and I was 6 feet,
Yeah.
6'2", and he like, you know, swearing, "What the hell is wrong with you guys cutting school? You guys gotta be more responsible." And we were all afraid of him, just like I think Waianae had was
Ginoza.
yeah, and so they're all little coaches, but
Ginoza wasn't that little.
the
but
other one is it Maeda? No,
Maeda was smaller.
So yeah, and it was always like I was always afraid of this little Japanese guy.
Well, you know what? Because you respected him.
Yeah.
It wasn't. You didn't think he was going to beat you up.
No,
You thought, you know, you were ashamed. You know, that's what they say about a lot of, you know, Polynesian cultures. You know, they say, you know, other cultures feel ashamed, which is, you know,
Like being punked.
well, no, it's something you feel. But Polynesians feel shame, which is how your actions reflect on others.
Oh yeah.
You see what I mean? In other words, well, I feel bad as opposed to, oh, I made my family look bad.
Yeah. Well, here's the part that you probably relate to. So I'm at the game, not in uniform because we're not playing, and then all of a sudden, my friends, don't turn around. Don't turn around. I was like, what? Because it's at Aloha Stadium.
Yeah,
the game. Your dad just walked in.
Oh!
I turn around, I look, and he's holding an umbrella. Somebody's explaining to him.
Yeah.
He's going like this with the umbrella, like he's gonna throw it all the way down to the field.
Sure. And Daddy!
I'm sorry. I've dishonored the family.
No, bro, but you know what?
Oh, Mitsui, that's the coach.
That
Mitsui.
Mitsui. Yeah, he was also the wood shop coach.
Oh.
I remember him because one time he cut off his thumb, a piece of his thumb. And I remember, something happened. He cut his thumb.
Yeah, Mitsui is another one. He would just stay in his
Mitsui.
squatted position and just
Maeda
watch
was-
the game.
Yeah, look, Maeda was pretty big too. Also, yeah. Okay.
So it was a good time. Thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it.
And the cupcakes.
Yes, the cupcakes was good. It was,
No.
Yeah.
I had one. I'm trying to kick sugar, but I still had one. You know, I took one for the team.
Thank you.
Right there.
I took 2 for the team.
Team money. Okay, well, let's editorialize one of these news clips here. Check this out. Do you, what's the first one? Do you remember?
Yes. Okay. Here.
He's going charade. Wait, hold on. Let's go full screen. Go.
All right. Okay. So.
Let's see if anyone else can figure out. Hat. Typing. What? I don't know what that means. Hat.
I'm trying to. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
So.
Okay.
Wait.
Watch him, what he's doing, and then see if this makes any sense. Okay? See if there's any relation to this.
Good morning, I'm Grace Lee. Let's look at your top stories. UH Maui College is warning that more than 10,000 people, that is private
tassel.
information, may be at risk after
Graduate.
a hacking incident in February. Now, the school didn't say why it took so long to notify the public after a third party
Data
gained
breach.
access to its computer network.
Computer
The
hacking.
school says that
Look that was what they hacked right there.
Oh wow, they got the.
I know. They
Malo.
changed the mural and they made everybody look like Jason Momoa.
the intrusion was limited to UH Maui, and it has
big
notified
wave.
those whose files may have been compromised. Students and employees are advised to change their passwords and check their financial accounts. UH is also offering free credit monitoring and identity theft protection. Also on Maui, water service will be cut temporarily for some Wailuku residents next
it
week.
extra?
Look at this.
The
Look at
county
this.
says that
What would you give to live on High Street? on Maui.
Wait, it's South High Street.
Well, that means they said, how can we get more out of this name on Maui? Maui, hey man, come see me. Like I live on High Street. He lives on High Street.
Maui
Upwards
Wowie
of
on High
100
Street.
Customers near South High Street could be without water from
South
10
High
p.m. on Monday
Street.
through 2 a.m. on Tuesday. This is to allow for the replacement of a defective fire line on South High Street near Malacco Street. Roads in the area will be closed starting at 7 p.m. Monday while the work takes place. On to Oahu, a judge has set a September trial
check
date
this
for
out.
a landmark lawsuit over climate change. 14 young advocates are accusing the State Transportation Department of failing to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
Oh.
The goal is to get the DOT to update its
Look at this. This guy, keep an eye on that face because one day he's going to be the governor of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Look at him. He already get his coat.
He looked like one chief with that
Yeah,
face.
right there.
policies to be easier on the environment.
And look at that intimidating band of young ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad they're not
You know-
suing
you know,
me.
my favorite thing, look how classy they look. The way they dress, power suit. It's not torn jeans or, like what.
Yeah. Oh, look at power suit. I love that.
Think that moving forward is
Well, Navahine with a V.
such a big thing because having the state
Yeah, but look at her last name. Tell me she's not putting up with some bullying.
move to dismiss our cases is so hurtful to me.
Deputy Attorney General Lauren Chun
Wow.
says that the ruling only allows the case to proceed and doesn't weigh in on the merits of the plaintiff's allegations. The state says it
Jeffrey, we already did that.
stands behind its record as a national leader in
That was the
climate
first
change
thing we
mitigation.
said.
The trial is set for September 26th. Billy.
Let's get you out into the ocean. First of all, as far as your weather goes, and
Billy
it's
doing
not
weather.
surf. It's going to be on the northwest shorelines where there's not going to be much out there. Flat to 2. No significant swell for these areas for
I
the
love how he said small kind.
Yeah.
next 7 days. Town spots are 1 to 3, 3 to
guess
5
go
over on the
diving.
east side, but that's a trade wind swell. Your UV index is at 11, so sunscreen. You're going to need that if you're going to be outdoors.
That's a nice
7-day
shirt.
forecast for you today. Nice weather, trade wind weather, sunshine, windward and Mauka showers, drifting leeward at times. You know what? That's going to be with us all week long. Get the latest at HawaiiNewsNow.com.
See, that's how you do Hawaii weather.
Yeah.
It's the same all week long.
Same all week long. Billy knows.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Jeffrey, we talked about Bill. In fact, I have a story about it. Maybe we should find that. Which one was that? The beer story. Do you remember?
It is the second to the last one.
Oh, the second to the last one. Let's do that now because since Jeffrey went, oh, it's National Beer Day, and then we talked about it. You'd think two comics would know not to blow the punchline.
Well, we're not good comics.
Okay, let's see. Here's the National Beer story.
7:18 and what's trending?
Extra happy
Did
today.
you know that today is National Beer Day?
I did not know that.
Some of you thought it was yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. But
Yeah,
it's today. 90 years ago today, former President Franklin Roosevelt signed a law that allowed people to brew and sell beer as long as it was under 4% alcohol, effectively ending prohibition.
What? That ended prohibition? I didn't know that.
I didn't know. Yeah, that's interesting.
Beer is one of the oldest beverages, possibly dating back to 9,500 BC, when cereal was first farmed. It is the third most widely consumed drink after water and tea.
It's the third most widely consumed drink. Water and tea? You mean more people drink tea than beer? That surprises me.
Depends on which household.
I know, yeah, that's true. It may not be in that order. So go out, celebrate, but of course celebrate responsibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
And then here, Rick, beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Ben Franklin.
Did he say that before or after he got hit by lightning?
He was having a few beers and he came up with that. You know?
And he said, "Bzz," oh, God said.
My favorite is beer, helping ugly people score since 1912. I think I read somewhere that Budweiser is the #1 selling beer in Hawaii.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think maybe it used to be.
Maybe now Heineken.
Yeah, now there's a younger generation, or my generation and younger, all was about green bottles.
That's the green bottle. That's how the green. You ever heard people say, "Hey, bro, I was watching a sunset. I saw the green flash." You see, they don't realize that what that is the bottle was right there, and then the sun came through the bottle. Whoa!
I thought that was always, maybe the tourist is watching the sunset, and the last thing they saw was a green flash, which was the bottle hitting them in the head.
Yeah, Johnny Rocks Hollywood. More people drink beer than drink coffee.
I'm surprised at that too.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at it because, I mean, but then again, every morning my dad had a beer.
Yeah. Well, I guess it'd be the amount of people that drink beer versus the amount of people that drink coffee, and maybe that has something to do with it, because there's I don't know.
I don't know either. you started listening to yourself and then realized, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, my other brain was like, hey, you're just full of it. just have a beer and shut up.
Look at this. Me personally, I don't have a beer belly because I don't drink a lot of beer. I do have a taco belly. Funny. Everybody goes, she's not, I don't get six pack, I get keg.
Yeah, that's me. I got a whole keg.
You get keg out of that. Okay, so that was our beer story.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's one. Let's do the second one on the list here. Are you going to try a pantomime again?
Yeah.
You got this one? Hold on.
Yeah.
We're going to go full screen. Hula hits an airplane. The airplane is chasing
I can't make any sound, yeah.
No, you can't.
Okay, so it's... Wait.
Oh, you know what? I know what you're trying to do, but I think it's this.
Oh, and also this. And also this. So let me get...
Here. Oh, yeah. Okay, dolphin.
Yeah.
So this is the dolphin one. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Whew, okay.
Oh, look, Miles got it.
Yeah, look, Miles, dolphins right there.
Even Ann got it.
Dolphins surfing with surfers. Oh, that's pretty close. Our neighbors in Ka'ava always knew it was 6:30 a.m. because that's when my dad cracked his first beer. Ooh, yeah, dolphins. Look, everybody's catching it. Whale watching, not bad. There we go.
Because he saw the
Island
boat.
roller coaster. You got to twist your foot like that.
Island roller coaster. That's when you go to Hana, yeah?
Yeah. Here we go.
Federal officials are investigating a tour boat that came close to dolphins off West Oahu. Our Eddie Dowd has been reporting for months on the community's complaints about lack of enforcement.
You can't see the dolphins. They're swimming right in front of the boat.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're supposed to be 50 yards away.
Mahea, it's this recent video that's capturing the attention of NOAA. It shows a tour boat off Makua Beach on Oahu's leeward side, appearing to get close to spinner dolphins. It's not the first time people have issued concerns
Eddie Dowd got the
about a
folded
lack
paper.
of protection for wildlife in
serious.
this area.
It's a summons.
Been served.
Oh, what happened?
It's a remote beach on Oahu's leeward side, but still a big draw for people hoping...
Makua! Oh, Brian, if those dolphins live in Makua, that means they're homeless. Oh.
But those are the dolphins that always get close because they like scrap.
You know what? Actually, they're there to rest.
to see wildlife.
The Makua Beach is a common resting area for spinner dolphins. So there are spinner dolphins that are there often, quite often, resting.
This is the NOAA sign posted at the entrance.
You notice NOAA has two A's? They should just put an Okina, make it Noa'a.
Noa'a.
Noa'a, yeah. And that would be more scary.
Stating the public must stay 50 yards away from the dolphins. But rules like these are not always followed.
We have issued violations to tour operators. Whether or not they knew the rules beforehand, I think that just really depends, case by case.
This video, taken at Makua Beach on January 9th, is the most recent incident under investigation by NOAA. A tour boat is captured close to dolphins, but NOAA cautions sometimes incidents like these are not always what they appear.
When you see these interactions, either on social media or even in person, there are a lot of variables that do exist as well. as far as how the animals are behaving, the distance and perspective that you have. It can be difficult at times to know what's 50 yards and what's not.
It's been going on at least 10 years at least.
Micah Doan is part of several groups in the area
Wow.
working to protect the environment and
Leave this place cleaner than when you came.
wildlife. He wants to
Leave.
see a management plan put
The
in
key
place
word.
for the area to address years-long concerns.
The community has, I think they're, very frustrated and have been waiting, for some type of, further action to be taken place.
When you hear people say NOAA Fisheries isn't doing their job, I mean, does that hurt? Is it sometimes can be personal?
Personally, sure. Yeah, I'm always striving to improve. We don't have a very big office, so we can't have eyes on the water everywhere. So we really do rely on our community to help be those eyes.
I wonder why he didn't ask him how many officers do you have to enforce this. That's such an obvious question.
Yeah.
Or maybe the guy said, please don't say we only get 4.
Now, NOAA says the best way to submit those reports are through video. We have information on how to do that on our website. As for the recent incident filmed at Makua, we are told no violations have yet been issued. Eddie Dowd, Hawaii News Now.
Wow.
Yeah. So the thing is that where they say people are asking about if they're attracted to boats sometimes. They're actually, I mean, they're saying that they go to Makua to rest. So and they're turning into the dolphins. It's not like, luckily, no dolphins were hurt. So.
But that's just it. These people on the boats or the boats themselves don't realize that these dolphins are trying to chill, and then all of a sudden you break into nap time.
You roll them up, and then they start trying to get away, and you think, oh, they like it.
Oh, they're having fun. They're spinner dolphins.
But who does that? Like, you don't drive around and go, sightseeing and go, oh, let's go see the local. Then you just drive into their park and you just start
driving them around, chasing them around with your boat.
Look, they're running with the cars.
Oh, they're fun. Look, hon, a mongoose. Let's go chase it with our car. I did my homework. Black Pearl by Maui Brewing Company is the top-rated beer in Hawaii. Well, rated, but not everybody can afford micro-brewed beer. I think it's probably my wife loves beer. She tries all different kinds of micro breweries, but she does this thing that since I've met her, I could never understand this. Right? She'll drink half a beer. Oh, that was good. Okay, I'm done with half a beer. I'm like, beer doesn't taste that good. I do it for the buzz, That's why I quit drinking. Not that I, ever had a problem with it or anything, but I have no restraint.
Yeah. I'm okay with beer. I'm not like I gotta go get some beer. If anything, I want to get the buzz, so I just step up to some Tito's and get serious with it, or
do a shot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Glenlivet or something, and
you rent beer. Yeah, we know that one. It was funny. I did this show one time on the mainland, right, and the local promoter, right. And he goes, okay, he's stocking the bar, right? And this place sat 500 people or something like that, maybe more. And he had like 3 cases of beer. And I went, bro, you're going to go through those 3 cases like nothing, And he goes, yeah, I know. We do that on purpose so that we can say, oh, we ran out of beer. You got to buy hard alcohol because there's more profit in it.
Wow. Plus, when you start drinking, you usually don't stop, right? And so you go, okay, I'll take a tequila.
Oh, I can't have a light beer? Give me 4 shots. I'm not big on beer, but I gotta say, away from the Ben and Jerry, I gotta stay away from the Ben and Jerry's. That's easy. That's harder than staying away from beer.
Ice cream is my thing.
I haven't drank in over 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And you know why I quit? Asthma. It gave me asthma. Wine and beer makes me wheeze. I was taking a pill and carrying the inhaler and all that stuff. In the height of my career, I was doing that. And believe me, in the height of my career, I consumed some alcohol. I promise you that one.
I eased up on beer because of gout, so
Oh, really?
But it's usually only domestic beer. So if I drink beer, I either go with Newcastle or something.
Look at here, Felicia, Long Island iced tea. She ain't messing around.
That'll get you there.
That'll get you there. Oh, the Tonight Dough. What?
Oh, it must be some interesting beer.
The Tonight Dough. I don't know what that is.
Must be the name of some kind of beer.
Must be.
Oh, maybe ice cream.
Oh, that could be.
Maybe.
That'd be. Oh, we're talking Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I'm a mint chocolate chip person. You know, on the Daily Pigeon, we used to do Ice Cream Wednesday. I stopped doing it because I actually started gaining weight.
I was gonna say.
And it wasn't the Wednesday day. It's just, I better go buy some ice cream. We get Ice Cream Wednesday, and then there was ice cream sitting in there, and
yeah,
I know. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. That's that ice cream flavor from Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, that's what we've kind of figured out.
Lucky for me, my favorite ice cream is only like it's seasonal or it's only randomly there at 31 Flavors is chocolate almond.
Oh.
They don't have it all the time.
You're lucky.
But when they have it, I go get it. Me and my daughter was on a trip in California, and they had it. I haven't seen it in like 2 years.
Wow.
So we bought like maybe almost a gallon of it.
Almost a gallon. That said right on the carton. This is almost a gallon.
Yeah, it was almost well because we just got the whole bucket thing.
Hey, look, Ellen, another fellow mint chocolate chipper.
Yeah, my daughter is mint chip too.
Yeah, too. I am what I eat. I love Chunky Monkey.
Oh, that's a good one too. Chunky Monkey's a good one.
Oh, look at this here. Hey, oh, somebody's into VR. Why is the Heineken so popular in Hawaii? You know, you never know. I think it's thought of as a status symbol.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with that. Plus, it's generational.
Yeah.
You drink Bud. Oh, my father drank Bud.
Yeah. And I think also the flavor, and also I think people felt like it was stronger than Bud.
Heineken? Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. They thought it was stronger.
Yeah, and in Hawaii, people like get as much bang for their buck. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink. You drink one Heineken, okay. Budweiser, you got to drink like 2.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is true, by the way.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like, it's like those non-alcoholic beers. What do they say? It's, for people who don't want to get high but just enjoy urinating.
It's so weird. The O'Doul's, yeah?
Hey, look, I ordered a bunch of goodies from Daily Pigeon store. I am impatiently waiting. Oh, if Felicia, please let me know what you think of the quality of the products and all that. Oh, how nice. And if you have any, if you bought any attire, we'd love to see what it looks like on you. Let me know. Okay. Pralines. And ice cream, you can tell I don't know what that is.
Pralines and cream's a flavor of ice cream.
Look, no alcohol for me, thanks, but the lady will have a martini, glass of wine, 2 zombies of beer, and do you have any Quaaludes? George Carlin. Oh, great line. I had to get my wife to stop buying it so I could keep from buying new clothes. I know. That's the one. A friend of mine, Dave Tyree, he had the funniest bit. I'm not going to blow it for you, but don't you hate when you're getting fat and you got to wear your fat clothes and you feel like an idiot, but you got to wear your fat clothes. He goes, how many people here have your fat clothes?
All my clothes is fat clothes.
That bit last night about morbidly obese.
Oh, the doctor?
Oh, my God. You got to go see James just to see that one. Okay, maybe Tia can model the Daily Pigeon merch. Ooh, now we're talking. Yeah, and in fact, I have a meeting with Gerard Elmore this Sunday to talk about how we can expand the script that I sent her, because I wrote it as our television special, but now we're going to try to expand it to an actual movie.
Nice.
Yeah, Ellen, my brother drinks Heineken. Okay, let's editorialize another little show here. Okay. A little. Oh, you. Well, this is 2, right?
No, this would be 3 from the top.
Oh, okay, 3 from the top. You're going to try to give us a hint?
Okay.
church with the people, people, church, people, but what? Saying goodbye to I don't know. Oh! You know, you gotta go. Yeah, maybe that.
Or maybe it is Samoan style.
Oh, fire! Okay, yeah, there we go. Fire. Okay, this is about fire. Okay.
First at 5, 14 Big Island ranchers and farmers whose properties were greatly damaged due to a massive wildfire last year are now suing Parker Ranch.
They say the landowner could have prevented the spread of the fire, but didn't. Our Rick Daysog has more.
A wedding. Oh, this is actually kind of sad.
Yeah.
Watch this. Look at the dust, and listen to this brother. With a smile on his face.
Everything is dead. Still, lots of dust.
He said everything is dead. Lots of dust.
Life has changed drastically for these Waimea homesteaders and farmers. The July 2021 wildfire, which started on Parker Ranch's lands, was the largest ever of its kind in Hawaii, spreading over 40,000 acres over several days. It destroyed Joshua Kihei's home, which had been in his family for generations.
I lost everything I owned. I lost a house, I lost my cars, family heirlooms, everything.
The fire also torched Jason Matos's once lush pasture lands.
Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Oh, it was, look, the colts, and I'm just going to crash right here.
Nice and cool grass.
Yeah, I know. Just sleep in dust.
Turning it into a virtual dust bowl.
Look.
And because it burned the roots of the grass, he says nothing is growing back.
We lost our income, our place for cattle, our family tradition, all gone. Nobody knew, but we went through up there and we built that place.
Matos once had 100 head of cattle grazing on 400 acres of land next to Parker Ranch's properties. He says the fire forced him to downsize his herd and move the rest to other ranges, paying costly grazing fees. He says the blaze hurt his family both financially and emotionally.
This fire went destroy a lot.
Maybe I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
That's your. I doubt it. That's your term to me.
Maybe that's
doubt it.
Maybe that's not the best shirt to wear when you're trying to, blame Parker Ranch. But anyway,
of our family.
According to the Hawaii County Fire Department, the fire was caused by a contractor who was making a fence line for Parker Ranch. Fire officials say the contractor was sawing a metal post, which created sparks that quickly grew in the dry and windy conditions.
a guy was making a fence and he was cutting metal and the sparks. You know, my dad was a welder, right? And part of my job as a kid was to stand there with a fire extinguisher when he worked in any environment that might catch fire.
My dad used to, when we grilled, I always had to have either a bucket or a cup of water or a wet towel just to be safe.
Right. Well, somebody ought to talk to that guy.
In a lawsuit filed today, the homesteaders allege that not only did Parker Ranch's contractor start the blaze, but that the ranch could have prevented the spread of the fire onto their lands, but didn't.
Hey, First Circuit Court. Where the okina between the A? Come on now.
They didn't put one line, but right through the wrong A.
We believe that Parker Ranch was either too little or too late in their efforts. They just didn't do what needed to be done to prevent it from spreading.
Attorney Jim Bickerton and Bridget Morgan say Parker Ranch and its contractor didn't have an adequate water supply to douse the initial flames, which is required by law. They say the big landowner also could have dug trenches to stop the fire from spreading off their land, but they didn't. Lawyers say relocating the homesteaders to greener pastures could cost Parker Ranch millions of dollars. And they say fixing the nutrient-depleted properties could cost tens of millions.
We're just very disappointed that Parker Ranch has kind of turned the cheek on all of us and has not taken any kind of responsibility.
We reached out to Parker Ranch's management, but they didn't respond. Rick Daysog, Hawaii News Now.
Oh, man. And, you know, the thing about it is, and Jeffrey just pointed it out here, right? Parker Ranch is the biggest working ranch in the United States.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're about to get taken down a couple notches by that lawsuit.
I don't
Because,
know. It might not even. It might be just pocket change for them.
no, but I'm saying they're going to fight it, but I think they should take care of their neighbors.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, that's sad. It's such a sad story.
When I was in Waianae, our house caught fire, right? And half of it burned down. And the neighbor next door got money from the insurance company because the flames, you know, the soot and the heat and stuff damaged his house. So, oh, JoJo girl. Oops, wait, missed. Hey, the chat moving quick like a swift. Hi, Andy. I had a wonderful time at our Hawaii Easter Seals Center to celebrate the Easter party. Well, thank you, JoJo girl, for updating on. She was serving and helped organizing.
I think it was food bank, yeah.
Food bank, and look at this. What a good person. Yeah, bad neighbor.
Yeah.
To the max. Namaste Zen. Do the Dillinghams still own it, or is someone else? No, I don't know.
I was guessing Parker's.
I don't keep up with that. See Felicia's comment on Facebook. Okay, did I miss that? I am so sorry.
Oh, the shirt.
She was talking about. Oh, here. She bought some. Felicia bought some T-shirts. And, my audio tape. Yeah, that was unreleased stuff.
Oh.
Did I tell you about that? No, I'll explain it in a sec here. I need the local Howley shirt. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Bruce Hara. Back in the day, wasn't Coors. Coors was the kind. Yeah. I know. Because, you know, there was a time you couldn't get Coors because it was exclusive to that area. Because they didn't want to... preserve it, right? And then for some reason they figured out how to get it.
I think that's that movie Smokey and the Bandit was getting Coors from one state to another.
Is that what they were doing?
Yeah,
it
was a beer run.
Oh.
And I think it was Coors was the beer.
I met Parker folk in Oregon. I was overwhelmed.
Was there a lot of them?
I don't know.
Or they were just overwhelming people?
No, they were on fire.
Oh.
That's what happened.
Or they burned down their neighbors up there.
Look at this. Parker Ranch is owned by a charitable trust. What did John Lennon say? He says, the one thing about charitable organizations is they tend not to be too charitable. Eastbound and down.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Reed. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. My daughter loves that song too. I showed her Smokey and the Bandit and she loved it.
I don't know any country western songs because I am not Samoan. I'm sorry.
Oh, we love them, man. We love them.
Hey, Beach X guy, how's it? Mahalo for being here. Aloha, brothers. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, and so Joe Steve. Aloha from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Well, anyway, this album I was going to tell you about, the quick story. When I would try stuff out, when I worked at Polynesian Palace a lot, I had a little tape recorder, and I put it on the stool, right? And then I found those tapes and just took them and edited them into a little album. And
that's smart.
And it's available on the Pidgin merch site. It's like $10 or something like that, I think, and you download it, right?
Yeah, because that's how when I used to practice at open mics or wherever, I never liked filming myself, which
no, I don't like that.
They say you have to do it now because social media, yada yada. But I like the audio recorder, and I would listen to it, and I would listen to the laughter, and I would start to recognize laughs.
Oh,
so I like that part about it.
So let's do what time we got? Oh, we got about 15 more minutes. Yeah. So we're gonna do number 4 here. Cool. Do you want to try to pantomime this bugger?
And then
hand massage. You know, I think. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wouldn't it be this?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get the galloping part.
Cheater. Okay, galloping.
See, look, they got it.
Oh, look, see, horses, horse racing, horse riding. Oh, look. Hey, you're way better at this than I thought.
Because even if the sound, it makes the sound like that.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've said horses running sounds so much like rubbing a microphone.
When I'm on a horse, I'm like, who's rubbing the microphone?
Riding a T-Rex.
Because it's my hand.
Kentiki, the hula horse. Okay, and by the way, this brings front and center our friend
Club out in Mokuleia.
Casey.
That is not a
Easy,
sound
Casey,
effect.
easy.
What is happening over there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all rolled into one.
How's it going, guys? We're having a loud morning here in Mokuleia. Oh, I'm wearing my sunglasses. I know you're not supposed to do that on TV, but I don't care, Mike and Daly, because I haven't looked too cool riding Mia yet this morning. Well, that's okay. I did better than we did last year. We've been playing that clip, but even last year I did better than the first timer maybe.
Yeah,
How did I do?
you stayed on.
I stayed on. I did. Held on for dear life.
You know you're a good horse rider and say, well, how did I do? You stayed on.
Mia, a little larger than Pia this year that I got to ride. But enough about me. Don't worry, I'll feed you baby birds. I'll get on the horse and ride away here in a moment.
Horse looks
Try and
short.
hit the polo ball.
It does look small.
That's
No,
what you call it, right, Mike?
Polo horses are smaller.
Oh, because then we can reach the ground.
Yeah, you have to reach the grind with
that
that
makes
stick.
sense. I was going to say, but either that guy's 7 feet tall or that horse is short.
He looks like a tall guy, though.
Yeah. He's like, you got.
That's a father and son, by the way.
Oh.
I want to talk more about the
Casey
60th
is like
season
a
and,
man-sized
what a
little
special
boy.
occasion Sunday is going to be. Easter Sunday, opening day for the 60th year. What does this mean to you and your family who've had this special place for so long?
Well, this Sunday will kick off the celebration of our 60th anniversary of Hawaii Polo here at Mokuleia.
Yeah, and in that time, Mike, and if we don't have the picture, that's fine. But we've had some really amazing times up here. Not just my time a couple of years back, but Prince Charles, now King Charles, was up here.
Right, that was
one point.
1974.
1974. I know that the matriarch of this family, Murph, correct. This really means so much to you guys. Devin, I want to ask you. You've been playing polo most of your life. We had those gals on, Minnie and Kat, earlier this morning.
Yeah.
What's it like to see the younger generation get into this? Because it's not an easy sport to get into.
Oh, it's amazing, and the kids are playing really well.
Yeah.
But, they put in all the hard work, and, they deserve to be where they're at now.
Absolutely. Okay, so really quickly, details for this Sunday. It's happening from 11:30. Then they've got games throughout the afternoon. They've got John Cruz playing live.
Cool.
Food, all kinds of fun stuff. Full bar, by the way. And there's the details, by the way. By the way, one more thing. They're running out of season tickets. It's popular up here in Mokuleia. So go online, hawaiinews.com. You'll not only get the information for that event, but also for the season. Okay, let's settle up here, gentlemen.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, that's not how you...
He's off to a good start. Watch him put on the
Put
helmet.
a helmet on. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bro.
Let's hop up here. Okay. Devin.
What?
Grab my reins.
What's the horse's name? KKK?
Brace yourself, Mia.
With a good mouth.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Flop down on that poor horse.
It's a polo horse,
I'm gonna
but
get my thing.
with a name like KKK,
All right.
you figure it'd be a
Okay.
good racist.
Go get him, Bob. Lacey, how's this for Pontiolo here?
There you
Okay, let's go.
There he goes.
Here we go. Got a little truck.
Watch
going
this.
in.
What a pro.
Okay.
Listen to him.
Right back.
It's all falling apart. Mia, let's give her.
Hey, you look good, man. You look
Let's
good.
give her one more go here. Come on, baby. If you got to cut away, that's fine. I advise against it. This is good television.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're going to walk up to it. That's fine, Mia.
Okay.
Don't take your eye off the ball.
Hey!
Got it.
You're going to be up on Sunday now. That's a great shot.
Oh, that's a hoot. That's a hoot.
That's a hoot.
Casey, you're our hero.
Proud of myself. Thanks, guys.
Oh, man. I've been there. You ever heard of No Foods? They have all the different snacks. In Hawaii.
NOH.
Yeah, NOH,
Yeah.
No Foods, right? Raymond, no. And I went out there. He was trying to get me involved in polo, right? And I was like, you know what I mean? And he pulls up in this trailer with a few horses in it, and he gets out and he goes, yeah, we got to exercise the horses. It's an aluminum 4-horse trailer.
Oh, that's huge.
I said, well, how much does this trailer cost? He goes, oh, no, not bad. It was, I think, 150,000.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Maybe got on Facebook Marketplace, huh?
I said, well, no, I got to go buy some, another pack of your chili sauce. Oh, man.
Wow, that's 400. My
This
goodness.
is good television. It has broadcast quality.
You should see what she said earlier.
What was that?
Where is it?
Wait. Oh, here. This one?
No, about this playing a little more there.
Here? It's so hard to keep the horse from drowning when you play water polo. Oh, man. Okay. That horse was too small for him. Yeah, but, again, you have to be able to hit the ground. Yeah. But most of the guys who play that game, they're smaller guys.
Yeah.
I mean, fitter and,
Kind of like jockeys so the horse can go faster, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. And be more agile.
Oh, true.
I agree with GB. Aloha to you. Mad Statter. Water polo. What a game.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. That was 4.
We got to get to the last one.
Oh, we got to do the last one here. And we got
very special.
10 minutes. We got 10 minutes before the top of the hour. So actually, the timing is pretty good here. What happened? What do I get? Oh, my watch. Time to stand. I know. I've got that whole.
Got to stand for something.
Well, I stand for helping kids in need. Miles, I was thinking about this when I watched it and decided to use it. Check this out.
It is prom season for high school students across the state.
Our Annalisa Burgos attended a unique event in Kahala.
Prom celebrates a young person's coming of age, and it's the pinnacle of high school. But many special needs children don't get a chance to experience it. But this event hopes to give them that special experience.
It may look like any school prom. Teens in dresses and dress shirts,
they're having such a good time.
corsages and boutonnieres, even quintessential pictures. But this prom is unique.
And it's for our students with special needs with more of the moderate to profound disabilities, and they're paired with a general education student for this wonderful event that we're having here. So each special ed student is paired with a regular ed student date.
That's why it's called a unity prom, an effort by Kaimuki High School educators to bring two student populations together in one celebration.
What do you like about the prom?
Dance.
Are you a good dancer?
Yes.
And what's
Yeah,
prom without
confidence.
some slow dancing? What started as a small party in the Kaimuki school cafeteria a few years ago has expanded to include dozens of teens from Kalani, Roosevelt, and McKinley high schools, and special
Awesome.
guests from the University of Hawaii. Some got to dance with the captain of the UH football team and UH women's volleyball and basketball athletes.
A lot of times in the old days, they were tucked away in the far corners of the campus and no one saw them. And so now we want to bring them visibility into the community and our school community as well.
Traditional prom can be expensive, so sponsors like the Ho'ea Foundation hosted the event at no cost for students.
To have them have the same memories that we grew up with, it's undescribable.
It's a really, really big community effort, and that's what we're all about in Hawaii, is community.
A reminder of how powerful inclusion can be.
I have a special needs child. He's 6 years old. He has Down syndrome. So I think just for them to just have a regular night / day, that's special for them. Really happy, go lucky kids that just kind of just want to have fun like everybody else.
And like any teenager, these youth had a prom experience to remember. Reporting in Kahala, Annalisa Burgos, Hawaii News Now.
They're having so much fun.
I know.
You know, I mean, and that's what I used to like about those, I don't know if I ever told you the story, but I was such a bad student at one point in 6th grade, right? They put me in the class in the Quonset hut with all the kids that came in the small bus, right, hanging out there. And they said, oh, you wanted to... I won't tell you how I ended up there, but anyway, and I made friends, and then, on the playgrounds and stuff, they're so right. People don't want to talk to them. People don't want to play with them. And I like, Jerry, like, oh, what, you hang out with them? Wow, that's my brother. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. That's such a good story. That's so good that I can't wait to see how much it grows in a couple of years from now.
Well, they said that it started out as just a few people in a little back room, and now it's a big thing. And it's those are a bunch of schools.
Yeah, and
not
it's
just
awesome
one.
by UH to have these local celebrities. You don't have professional sports.
Yeah.
So these athletes would come out and share their time.
Did you see how happy the girl was? She's dancing, and it's funny. She's not looking at him. She's looking around. You guys cannot tell me I stay dancing with the quarterback.
Yeah, and I bet that just stays with them throughout. I mean, they're probably still talking about it. Maybe months from now.
I'm so glad they did that. Yeah, Miles. The reason I point out Miles is because he works with special needs kids, teaches them music.
Yeah.
And when he was here, we were hanging out, and he told me this story about this autistic kid and how he took to music, and all of a sudden he's blowing people's minds with what he can do, because everybody went, what? But how cool is that? Yeah, I know. My best friend was the first guy to bring another gay guy as a date to the prom. I didn't go to the prom, but I did make dinner for them before they went. Oh, that's cute. Your brother was special needs.
Yeah, my
wasn't he?
brother is epileptic. He passed in 2018, and he was the sweetest person. Like everybody in the neighborhood, everybody where he went to hang out. He would go through Pro Ridge. He used to work at Kuroda Auto Repair in Aiea, and everybody just loved, because he was it's special to me. It means that it's not their disability. It's that they're a special person, because that, I know what true love is and loyalty is because of him. And that's how much he meant to everybody. And he was so good that the community that we live in, we have maintenance, and the management that, the association that manages the facilities. At his funeral, they all showed up, because he would always go and stop and talk to them, and they knew he was, special needs, but they just saw the love that he had in his eyes. So I miss him so much. Yeah.
And that's the thing, I actually wrote a script, when I was in that writing period, about how difficult it was for this one kid, and I based it on somebody I knew, who had no malice, who trusted everybody, who was just full of love and nothing else, and how difficult it was for that person to get along in today's world,
And it's funny you say that, because I remember stories my parents would tell me of because he was 9 years older than me. So in Samoa, people would, they would tell him, oh, his name was Cheyenne. So Cheyenne, oh, wait over here, I'll be back. And my parents would be like, where is Cheyenne? And they would go, oh, I seen him up at the store. He's sitting down. Whenever they say, this is maybe 5 to 6 hours later, they go, what are you doing over here? I go, oh, they told me to wait. And then he would go around and kiss people goodnight before he went to sleep in the village. And so he was that kid. I miss him so much.
Keone Nunes says there was a time when No Child Left Behind happened, and if you didn't do well in one tested subject, you were sent to special needs, and they were not tested. No help was offered. Hawaiian students suffered. Yeah. You know how I ended up in that special needs class? What happened was, we were tested, and on tests I do very well, right? And then on the actual schoolwork and everything, I kind of ate it, right? But this is before they recognized dyslexia. But anyway, I said, why am I failing because I can't do calculus when the kids in the Quonset hut pass math and all they have to do is 2 + 2 is 4? I mean, if we're going to do this, shouldn't we get an automatic pass? Oh, you envy the people in the Quonset hut?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Me, when I first got to elementary, kindergarten year, I didn't know they put me into SLEP class, which is Second Language English Program.
All the Jewish people went, schlep? What, do you have to carry things?
Well, they schlepped me into that class.
They schlepped you into the SLEP. Oh, because
I didn't know.
They thought Samoan was your first language?
And I don't even speak fluent Samoan at all. I was raised in Aiea in Hawaii.
Wow.
And all I knew was English. But they just assumed and put me in that class. I didn't know. I just thought it was an easy class.
Wow. My brother adopted a 2-year-old Down syndrome. Todd is now 44 and
that's
doing
awesome.
great. Oh, a lot of work.
Yeah,
A lot of work.
yeah.
Cantor 88, slap class. Of course, they sent us Samoan to slap class.
That's funny because I started out with that joke last night where
yeah.
because I got up and I was like, I know you guys look at me, you guys thinking I should be in a slap fight instead of stand-up comedy.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, because that's our thing. We have a dance where we slap ourselves. So you mean a competition where I can slap somebody else? I'm all for it.
Oy vey, brothers, I got a boogie. Okay, aloha, Richard. Mahalo, bro, for being here. Oh, Richard's been here for years on the
Hamajang gang.
Yeah, Hamajang gang. Ah, and then you flip. Former.
Then I fled.
Flip.
It's funny that the dyslexia. So Faustian man is dyslexia.
Yeah.
The funny thing is dyslexia is like probably the worst word for you to read as a dyslexic.
That's what I have said that so many times, but you know, and you always hear that joke. Hey, we're gonna untie, right? You know, thank dog. You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah. My wife, I got a T-shirt. My wife used to teach kids, you know, and it started out because our son, and she learned it, and then yada yada. But I got this T-shirt. Wish I still had it. It said, "I before E, except after C." Weird. Love that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See Felicia's comic on Facebook. Is that what this is?
I think you saw that one already.
Oh,
no?
no. No. This is a new one. Oh, this is my reminder to drink more water.
Oh.
Gee.
So stand up and now drink.
And I happen to have some Hawaiian volcanic water right here that I put in this cup.
You took my line.
I'm stealing your life. You know, I'm loving the water though. I have to tell you.
Hawaii volcanic water. Yeah, we love it more now because we're getting low on the inventory. So we love it a lot. Hawaii volcanic water.
I have one case left because I don't drink the big bottles like you. Yeah.
Pretend it's beer.
Pretend it's beer. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the weird part too now, because my mom, who's 80, she has dementia. She watches this show all the time. Her and my sister. Sometimes she knows it's me. Sometimes she thinks it's my brother. Or like she'll say like,
kind of sad.
yeah, she'll say like, oh, I was sure when I'm home and we watch the rerun on the TV. I'm like, who's that? And she's like, oh, Cheyenne, or George is we used to call him. And like, oh, okay, it can be him.
You know what? I was saying that's sad, but there's a kind of a joy to that too, because she gets to relive that.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like part of maybe dementia when you get older, that kind of helps too, where you don't get depressed because some days she forgets that her husband and her son is gone.
Wow.
You know, and then maybe that's the mind protecting itself. And
volcanic water? Is that what you call the jet fuel from under Red Hill?
No, this is natural. Other one was man-made.
That was man-made. This has alkaline. That has antifreeze. That would be the difference.
Yeah, this one will quench your thirst. The other one will remove the paint.
Aloha to Mani's mom for
thanks.
sending virtual hug. There we go. Namaste. Dementia is tough.
Yeah.
My favorite story about dementia, when my father was in the hospice, as you know, just before he passed away, he was gone, right? And what I would go see him because I was helping my mother, and this is on the mainland now. This is in Paradise, California, right? That burnt to the ground. That's where they lived. Anyway. And I would go there and get in a wheelchair and push him around so he just doesn't sit in bed all day. And he didn't recognize me. And what he would do was, my boy Andy, he never comes see me. Oh, that's terrible, Bobby. You think he will come see his own father? 1 foot in the grave? No, he cannot even show face. That boy, I tell you, I ain't raised him wrong. You know, and he would just badmouth me, and I'd be going like, you know, I didn't have the heart. You know what?
That's funny because as a comedian, you just jumped in.
I just rolled with it. Yes, and
yeah, good improv practice.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
James, what is Mom's name? Just curious.
yeah. So her name is Pat is her, I guess, name everybody knows her by, but Patauli is her Samoan name. So that's Pat would be short for Patauli.
Patauli.
Yeah, which means black duck.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Did she? But she didn't grow up in Hawaii, right?
No, she grew up in
If she
Samoa.
went to high school with the name Pat Dauli.
Oh, no, but she was a fighter.
Oh, yeah, that's what I heard about.
She's
scrapper.
Yeah, so the apartment building we lived in, she beat up at least 3 managers. And she worked at First Hawaiian Bank, and the department she worked in, she was known as the Bulldog. And she's petite. She's like she's like makeup and do the hair, so she looked very
feminine.
Yeah, but if you got her mad or did something to her kids or her friends or in her department at where she worked, they would sick her on her.
Oh man, that's funny because my dad was the same way. You know, he got mad at anybody who messed with us, right? The family in general, lived in the neighborhood, or breathed air. Those were the criteria. You were in trouble.
But it's funny though because I remember growing up where we're popping firecrackers, celebrating, and then people from across the street would come over and just start yelling at all the kids. And it's not just me, but the kids in the neighborhood. And my mom came out and just started throwing firecrackers at them.
Oh.
And the whole neighborhood just loved her ever since then. Yeah. But
what was 4th of July?
New Year's.
New Year's. Who says keep the noise down on New Year's?
Yeah. And these are 2 apartment buildings. So it wasn't, so a lot of people were doing it.
Wow.
But the difficult part now is because the dementia.
Yeah.
So she's always picking fights with me and my sister who are, caring for her. And it's like, Mom, don't, I'll take out the garbage. And she's like, I can do it. And she's a very strong woman.
My mom got into that toward the end.
Yeah. She's like, I can do it. Don't you, I'm not stupid. And I'm like, all right, let's go together then,
Have you put up with this one yet where you go to help them like get out of the car? I'm not an invalid.
Yeah. Well, not yet, but
my mom was like, she ended up falling, and that was the downhill trend. And we was trying to, and you stay open the door, you put your hand out. I'm not an invalid, So she was starting to, but hey, they both hit basically their 90s.
Yeah.
So hugs to Miss Pat.
Thank you.
There we go. And hugs to you guys for watching. Thank you so much for joining us on the Daily Pidgin. And we'd like to send a special thank you out to Ken Tiki. I kind of forgot this, but he sent. Okay, I'm gonna give you a choice. Okay, here I'm gonna go full screen on this one here.
Okay,
James, pick left hand or right hand.
I'll go left.
Left hand.
Yep.
Okay. Ta-da!
Ooh.
Right? And look at this one here. And you're probably, these are from Ken Tiki, okay? And this is what it is. What I get to keep is that. What you get to keep is that.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Kentiki.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's heavy.
And it's these are not cheap little things. He sent this here, but look at that. I mean, how cool is that?
Whoa.
Okay, here, show them how yours works.
Ooh, I'm almost afraid.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? That one looks like a keychain, but man, can you imagine that's on your keys and you bump that little switch, but it's sturdy.
I have to actually really push it hard.
And also, Ken Tiki sent a little.
Change the camera.
Huh?
Change the camera.
Oh, sorry. Ken Tiki also sent a little box of like pins. There's like a gecko pin and a Honu pin and all these little pins. And these are for the moderationists.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's right. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect in here. Right? So, Nani, I'm going to get these to you and then you can distribute them. But I don't know. Can I? This might not really show that well. But
the Honu.
You see, they get the honu.
Oh,
Right?
you got to put it in front of your face because your face is zoomed in on your forehead.
Yeah, so
so you block your face then.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Yeah,
It doesn't do. But anyway, there's a gecko and a honu, and this one is just a little bird and stuff. But anyway, I'm sure they're all Hawaiian themed. But thank you, Ken Tiki, again. And we have to figure out how to gift you your YouTube sub. Okay, so mahalo nui loa. And James and I are going to go out and eat after the show.
Yes.
Right, because you said, here's a little extra money, take James out to lunch or something, and for his birthday we'll have late Zippies.
Zippies, here we
Zippies
come.
okay with you?
Oh, I love Zippies.
Okay, great. So, let's see. Thank you to anyone who, subscribed or donated. A special thanks to the Patreon people. And again, YouTube, for $5 a month, you can become a member. And I've decided to take the TV shows that we edit and put them on Patreon and put them on the members only site. So if you want to see the edited TV shows, you'll be able to check those out. Okay, a little more work for myself. But here, Fatisha, man, awesome. Mahalo, moderationists, and agents. Have a safe weekend. Yes, thank you, Nani. Woo, Kentiki, mahalo nui loa. Get some extra mac salad for me, James. You got it.
Darren's.
Right there. Okay. Devin, 7. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kaden. Yeah. Thanks.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. And,
happy Easter. Yeah.
We have 2 little girls that live next door to us.
Yeah.
It's very sweet. So my mom, because of dementia, she always goes and picks up the leaves under the plumeria tree, and it's like a job for her. Like she has to get it done. So one day they came out and helped her, and they're like maybe like a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old. And so we're gonna get them Easter baskets and just leave it in front of their door for them.
Oh, cute!
Yeah, so can't wait to do that.
So what you're saying is, instead of me taking you to eat, you gotta have the money.
That is my last name.
Oh, okay. Enjoy the holiday. Yeah. You know, James, it's funny. You said maybe not that many people would watch. Or, today we usually average about 50 people. We have 55 watching right now. So happy Easter to you guys, and Good Friday to you too. And okay, mahalo nui loa, and we spock you later.